This is QTV News and I am Jenna Wasonko. Coming up, 4 soldiers are dismissed by the army following a trial. They were found guilty of plotting to kill the army chief. As part of the commemoration of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, a march past has been held to throw light on this deadly disease. The University of the Gambia School of Business organizes a conference on social protection and economic development. Residents of Lamin Darussalam, their village committee and their local council joined forces in a massive cleansing exercise. Those are our top stories, and now the news in detail. Stay with us. Four members of the Gambia Armed Forces based at Fajara Barracks were dismissed on Monday. The junior soldiers were accused, summarily tried and found guilty of attempting to commit mutiny. Mohamed Lamin Choi spoke to the Army PRO and he now reports.
This time, it wasn't an attempt to overthrow a government, but rather an attempt against the Chief of Defence Staff. According to the PRO of the Gambia Armed Forces, their conspiracy couldn't reach an advanced stage before the military intercepted it. 7 soldiers were arrested, suspected of conspiracy to commit mutiny against Lieutenant General Masane Kinte. 3 out of the 7 were released for lack of evidence, while 3 others are on the run.
They comported themselves in a manner that is not in conformity with military ethics professionalism.
The 4 soldiers tried were Lance Corporal Lamin Sane, Lance Corporal Usman Jame, Lance Corporal Lamin Toure, and Corporal Ibrahima Koli. After the accused were called for questioning by the military police, the Chief of Defence Staff directed for the establishment of a joint investigation team composed of representatives from institutions such as the Office of the President, the Office of the National Security Advisor, the State Intelligence Services, the Gambia Police Force, and the military police. The PRO of the Gambia Armed Forces tells QTV what emerged from the investigations, which began on the 3rd of July 2019.
They had conspired among themselves to attack the Chief of Defence Staff of the Gambia Armed Forces, and that is among several other reasons that they had.
The recommended disciplinary actions by the Board of Investigators resulted in what, in military law, is called a summary trial. According to PRO Major Lamin K. Sanyang, the finding of the summary trial was that the accused persons attempted to commit a mutiny without violence. The offence of an attempt on the life of the Chief of Defence Staff has attracted a lesser punishment than life imprisonment. According to Gambia military law, if found guilty of this charge, the 4 men could face a range of sanctions from dismissal to life imprisonment.
Gambia Armed Forces Act, Section 46. Every person who takes part in a mutiny that is not accompanied by violence shall be guilty of an offence, and on conviction thereof shall be liable to imprisonment for life or to any less punishment provided by this act. So the commanding officer chose the lesser punishment, that is, instead of giving them life imprisonment, chose the option of dismissing them from the armed forces.
To some, dismissal could pose a serious threat, with the possibility of reoccurrence by soldiers who are trained and dismissed. However, the PRO is comfortable that it is a safe decision by the commanding officer and that there is no cause for alarm.
I don't think it's out of place to do what we did, in as much as it is in conformity with the law. The safety aspect, there's no need for or cause for alarm in that they are being dismissed instead of imprisonment.
This is said to be the first time that such a crime has been committed in the new dispensation. The Gambia government continues to express a commitment to security sector reform, although some say the pace of that change is slow. Mohamed Lamin Choi, QTV News.
A cancer awareness walk was organized by Cancer Associations League The Gambia to commemorate Cancer Awareness Month. The event started with a march past from Westfield Monument to the Independence Stadium, where a rally was held. Ajib Bintudrame has the rest of that.
The month of October, called Pink October, signifies the fight against cancer and creating awareness about people battling with the deadly disease. Breast cancer is the most common in both developed and underdeveloped countries, and the most common in the Gambia are cervical and liver cancer. In the past 5 years, The rate of cancer in the Gambia has been on the rise. The demand for treatment is high and there is inadequate equipment to treat the terminal disease. As consequence, many people with cancer are referred to Senegal for treatment. Kumba Dafeka, a member of the Cancer Association League, says the lack of adequate equipment in the Gambia, such as the mammogram machine, is disheartening. This has caused many people's cancers to be detected too late to save their lives. Kumba says a wide range of organizations should be engaged to support the fight against cancer.
Most of the time, by these people come, they are on the 4th stage of cancer. They are in the 4th phase of cancer, and these women all die. All of these women that had cancer from the Gambia, when they went to Senegal and the league saw them, they all died.
Apart from women, men also suffer from breast cancer. According to the WHO, in 2018, it was estimated that 627,000 women died from breast cancer. That is approximately 15% of all cancer deaths among women. Dr. Ahmadu Lamin Samate, Minister of Health, says the government has provided a brand new mammogram machine for the Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital. However, he also urges people to self-check themselves every month.
Breast examination still has a role to play in the early detection of breast cancer. We should not forget it completely. Each month, each woman should palpate the breast for any possible lumps. We should never neglect it. Self-breast examination, we still advocate for that. Mammography screening, as has been mentioned, is very, very important, and we are happy that the efforts of the Cancer League are geared towards the acquisition of a new mammography machine for that purpose.
Ida Sisinjai, a cancer survivor, has battled with cancer for 6 years. Other survivors also explained their journey with cancer. I was sponsored by the then First Lady Zainab Jammeh in 2016. I went to Dakar for treatment. I was in a very bad condition and I paid $1.5 million for the treatment. First Lady Fatou Barbaro says she is ready and willing to support the fight against cancer. A gala dinner will be held at Tamala Hotel on the 26th of October as a fundraising event for the Cancer Association League. Ajibintu Drame, QTV News.
A conference on social protection and economic development in the Gambia was organized by the University of the Gambia School of Business and Public Administration. Aji Fatou Bintumbu has the rest of that story.
The two-day program brought together people from different backgrounds, including academics and development partners, to look into the crucial role of social protection in reducing poverty. Dr. Tijan Elba, a lecturer at UTG, elaborated more on the theme of the program, social protection and economic development.
The idea is to use social protection in order to make sure that we reach our full potential as a country. So there are a lot of lectures, and they highlighted a project that is co-funded by the Gambia government and the World Bank that tries to reach about 15,000 households by focusing on districts that are poor, the poorest districts in the country. So the idea is to give these people finances in order to help them cope with poverty and remove them from poverty.
Masane Landing Sise, a participant, said the program is very significant as scholars from different walks of life were involved in discussing issues relevant to the Gambia.
After each presentation, discussions follow, and these discussions, I think, will be very useful for the policymakers and civil society groups. If you look at the presentation, almost all the presenters have a section called recommendations. And these recommendations are mostly for policymakers. And I'm excited that this time around we have some policymakers in our midst.
Presentations on the Gambia's economy and the growth of foreign direct investment, amongst others, were discussed as significant components for sustainable development in the country. Ajifatu Bintamub, QTV News.
A massive cleansing exercise to remove a huge refuse heap at Lamin Darussalam was held on Saturday. The exercise was conducted by the National Environment Agency in partnership with Lamin Village Development Committee and Birkama Area Council. Mamjara A. Cisse was there and she files in this report.
The cleaning exercise is meant to eradicate illegal waste dumping in Lamin Darussalam, which poses a serious health hazard to residents. Yusufa J. Gomez, Secretary General of Lamin Village Development Committee, says the waste dump posed as a health hazard to residents in the area. He advised the people of Lamin Darussalam to register with Gay Garbage, who will charge a fee to collect waste.
People have to register. People have to take care of their own refuse. Hence, the need to register with this company so that they also take care of their refuse. So that every twice in a month, the vehicles will come around to pick their refuse and then pay a token amount of money to the company, because it is the people who generate this refuse. Hence, the need for them to be able to take care of the refuse.
Alhaji Ibrahim Bojang, Alcalo of Lamin Darussalam, warned residents to stop engaging in illegal dumping, as action will be taken against anyone caught in the act.
Lamin VDC has been trying a lot to keep the community clean and to stop people from dumping at this site. We'll be deploying a security guard at this dumping site. If anyone is found dumping here, the person will be dealt with according to the law.
Jared Rame, a resident of Dar es Salaam, shared his thoughts on the waste dump.
Throwing dirty stuff out here is really disturbing us. We don't sleep due to mosquitoes and the environment smells terribly. Speaking on behalf of the community, we are pleased with what Area Council is doing for us today.
Aisatu Bojang, also a resident, urged her other women to stop dumping waste on the site.
When they were erecting the dump site, I asked them and they told me it will be used as a dump site. I objected to it because my house is just a few meters from it. They ignored me, but no one can live in an environment like this.
A waste disposal company called Gay Garbage is now contracted to collect the waste at Lamin Darussalam for proper disposal. Residents will be charged $350 every month for the service. Reporting for QTV News, I am Mamjara Asise.
We will go with a short commercial break, and when we return, we will tell you about Gambians going to China to learn about beekeeping, as well as 2 exciting stories about the Gambia's music scene. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
Sunkuto ifele nyenyare. Fika fintile.
Finto hani nganya abunkono nganya koba kono. Beta birole la.
Ilo sisi wani nyimpare ba. Tiri nti jakal tare. Nkoto na tiro le nyanta na la kontongola. Ndum felenti na lol nin kembol bele besinande. Mekela nyadi.
Mbuka tabiro ke di lolas. Oryx gas nka tabiro ke ni wolela. Alana yata, ateriata, asoniata, anite no la je. Na fula le sang. Mbatu ne fu kilingola. Janin tilobe boyle ma.
Oryx gas anintol fofo. Oryx gas isa soto no atlas la dinkiral beto nyimbanko kan.
With so many things to do in a single day, it's important to have a network you can trust. When there's family and friends to connect with and business calls to make, you need a network that is reliable and fast. Talk longer, browse faster, go farther, and roam wider. When your network is solid, the world is your oyster. QCell, your trusted network in the Gambia.
Welcome back from that short commercial break. If you're just tuning in, this is QTV News. Now we take a look at 43 Gambians have left today for the People's Republic of China for a beekeeping and honey processing technology training. Aliu Sise has the rest of that.
The training is facilitated by the Office of the First Lady of the Gambia and is funded by the Government of the People's Republic of China. These men and women drawn from across the country are expected to undergo 2 months training in China. At a farewell ceremony at the State House in Banjul, attended by the First Lady Fatouba Barrow, Fatou Sanyang Kinte, Minister of Women Affairs, lauded the initiative, describing it as a worthy one.
And also during your training, ask as many questions as possible. Never feel shy to ask questions. If you feel shy to ask questions, you will not learn. Ask the lecturers as many questions as possible so that they can give you more information that you require.
The Deputy Permanent Secretary at the Ministry of Agriculture, Fatimata Jammeh Toure, is hopeful that the training will help add value to honey production in the country. China's Ambassador Ma Jian-chun said this is another demonstration of the cooperation between the two countries.
The human capacity building is a very important part of the cooperation between our two countries. So we provide some opportunities for our Gambian friends to China to have experience exchange with our Chinese people. In the past 3 years, we already invited more than 800 people to China for the various seminars, training programs, and other events.
Kairaba Fati and Asia Tunjai, two of the prospective trainees, said they are grateful for the opportunity while hoping government will help them to export honey.
We come back, what we need from you is the Office of the First Lady and the Ministry of Women's Affairs to help us, particularly this group, so that we can establish and keep producing. And then perhaps with the laboratory, because our problem is the export market. Most of the honey products that we send, they lack certain specifications.
The People's Republic of China has been a key ally of the country, financing various infrastructural projects. The event also witnessed a minute of silent prayer for a fallen journalist and women's rights activist Sisi Sawane, who died in a car accident.
As these men and women prepare to leave the country to China to undergo a training on beekeeping and honey processing, they are expected to use the knowledge gained when they return to share with other colleagues in this country to better improve beekeeping and processing in the country. Reporting for QTV News, I am Aliu Sise.
Preparations for the 4th edition of the Kambeng Musical Festival to be held in Brikama are in full swing. The festival brings together artists from various communities to showcase their talents. Babukar Fati has the rest of that.
Kambeng is a Mandinka word meaning one voice. To highlight the event, a one-day video shooting session for Gambian artists and other prominent people in the entertainment industry was organized. The organizer and the CEO of Sticky P Promotion, Mustafa Jallo, thanked his team members for their efforts to make sure this year's festival is bigger and better than ever. He also spoke about the importance of unity in the music industry.
The concept behind Kambeng is oneness, togetherness, unity. And anytime I make a call to some of these artists, they really answer. And the beautiful part of it, Birkama people have taken this event as their own. So now it doesn't belong to Sticky B Promotion. It's like it belongs to everybody. Yeah. If we listen to the reason why we are here, we're just trying to show people that we have culture. You understand? On the video, you see people with their cultural outfit. You listen to this song, you hear the information that whether you are a Fula, Manjaku, Mandinka, or any other tribe, but we are all one tribe in the Gambia, because that's what we are fighting for now. One people to unite, most especially people in the music industry, because many things are going on. And I think these are some of the platforms whereby we can talk to people for them to come together as well.
Artists Hussein and Chanta talked about their preparation for the festival, saying they have a big surprise for their fans.
They've always been supportive. Kambeng, this is probably like our 3rd year doing the Kambeng, and it's always been superb, exciting and all that. And I guess this year is going to be bigger and better
Well, actually, what I have to say to them is that I'm so thankful for all the support so far. Things are really going great. I thank Allah and I thank my fans, because without them, I wouldn't be here today. So, well, actually, I don't, you know me, we don't really talk much about shows, because everything we want to do on a special day, we want it to be a surprise.
Prince Lion, one of Brikama's most prominent hip-hop artists, has this message for all his fans.
Wherever I am, it's not easy. It's not cold. So we are in the killer season, and I'm saying, I have something huge for you, something great for the whole Brikama, the whole Gambia, not just Brikama. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to have a taste of that, you know, I want you to come up, like show up on the 16th Gambia Festival. Let's do it big. Let's have fun together. It's gonna be bum.
The dancehall diva Sophia talks about her expectations and expresses joy at being part of this year's festival.
It's always a new surprise or something crazy, always, when it comes to Brikama people, because they love controversies and they just love crazy things. So I know they're going to expect something that they've never seen before, because I always bring up my own thing, my own style, mash up the whole place, get the whole place shook up. So Brikama, prepare for something you've never seen before.
Music fans are now eagerly awaiting the big festival, due to get underway on the 16th of November 2019 at Brikama Boxbar Mini Stadium. Bawakat Fati reporting for QTV Entertainment News.
The Gambia's music industry continues to evolve, and many musicians want to say something with their lyrics. Here's a QTV Entertainment News special by Andy Kama of Gam Vibes on Music with a Message.
Music is often a big influence to the beliefs and energy of a generation, or even multiple generations. A lot of listeners look at music as a form of therapy and a key to create social and environmental change, especially when it has to deal with gender discrimination, police brutality, and violence.
Enemies, we're not your enemies. Enemies, we're not your enemies.
As an artist, so my responsibility, defna luma war, moy gena sensitize the people, both police and the youths, wahagay helalen ne affaire du dole ndankarek.
Music as a whole caused a rapid change in the way society believes and sees things. Most often, what you hear and see leaves a permanent impact in the lives of people. This form of entertainment will help draw the minds of people to the realization of what the society has become.
Every musician out there, you have a role to play. And in me being a musician, I understand my purpose in life, not just to sing for entertainment, but also to bring in some positive messages so that the people can learn from it. So when I decided that I have to sing about something that the people understand, I have to sing about something that can enlighten the people on the positive side, then I realized the only way that I can do that is like to be part of the activism.
I'm very concerned about what my children are watching, you know, knowing that they look up to you know, the people that they see on TV, hear them on radio, and, you know, artists and people in the music industry. So you have to take that upon yourself as a responsibility, you know, to teach whoever is out there looking at you and looking up to you.
It is needful that artists in the Gambia arise and become very creative when it comes to their lyrics. They are encouraged to educate and raise awareness with their songs and in most cases with their videos. Artists like Sihu Yafa, Awa Bling, Barhama and Killer Ace, just to name a few, are artists who try to raise awareness through their songs, and for some, it landed them in trouble.
I'm a victim, neglected by the system, I'm a victim, rejected by the system, I'm a victim.
They said it is time to rise and create a change in the Gambian music industry, and I believe our artists and promoters are doing just that. Our industry keeps getting better and better. For QTV Entertainment News, I am Andy Kema.
Before we end this news bulletin, let's recap our main headlines. 4 soldiers are dismissed by the army following a trial. They were found guilty of plotting to kill the army chief. As part of the commemoration of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, a march past has been held to throw light on this deadly disease. The University of the Gambia School of Business organizes a conference on social protection and economic development. Residents of Lamin Darussalam, their very committee, and their local council join forces in a massive cleansing exercise. That is all we have for you in this edition of QTV News. Join us same time tomorrow for more news. Thank you so much for your company.